Hello everyone, today I'm going to make a short video on the right way to prepare and drink mate. So in case I don't know if you had it before, if you want to try it, sure. There are different types. It's mostly from Argentina, Brazil. This is one package, actually different than the one I have in that container. So with this one is basically this is just one. You can basically look at the information. It says here does not contain significant amount of energy value, gluten free. It's herbal tea, so it's from a tree. So not sure about sometimes people try to add more I guess phrases or terms to make it fancy, but this is just a typical. It's not that there are 100. If you go to South American, especially Argentinian or Brazilian, some countries they don't even know. I have friends from Colombia or Venezuela, and they don't drink it. So so that's basically this is the package, one of them, not just the only one of 100. If you go to the store you will find it. It says, some of them says herba mate, so it's how they pronounce it, not mate, because in Spanish they pronounce the letters separate. It doesn't. So mate. Okay. So I have one already open in this container. These other herbs that I like to add, it does not, you don't have to, but if you want to make it healthier or the taste a little bit different, so you can add more different stuff. For instance, this is sage leaves, which is basically I bought because I like it. Also this is, not sure if you can see it, I wrote it by hand, but it says a lemon balm. So it's lemon balm, which is here. If you look at the internet, here I googled it, it's called Melissa. It's called Melissa, but in English I think they call it lemon balm. So that's this. Here I buy green tea, like Japanese green tea. So it says here, if you read it, it says Japanese green tea, right? That's one. Other type, this one, I like to put them in a glass bottle instead of leaving them plastic. So this is called sencha green tea, and I'll explain what you again, those are the herbs. You don't need to buy them or use them, but if you want, as I said, to get more benefits of the mate, then I recommend you mix. So what I do, sometimes I add some of the green tea, a little bit, to the mate here in this container and mix them. But those ones here, what I do actually, I add little bit here. So, and that's now what I'm going to explain. So first, the best way to do it is to soak it in a cold water. So basically, you open the tap. You open the tap here, just trying. It's cold that you can drink it. It's just basically, and yeah, that's basically Good. So you put this much, less than half. Cups, there are different ways of, some they have special cups lined with wood, and you can buy them. I use this one, glass. So you need, of course, if you are new, you need metal straw. Again, there are different types. You see this one of them. The other one is this one here. It's actually, you get just holes in it. If you can see, you can see it. You see holes in it, right? And so this basically just to filter it, because the way you drink it is to insert this here. So what I do, I put my finger here. This is normally you don't need to put if you have the water already there and you don't have the mate. But if you have the mate already there, put your finger here so the fine like dust will not get here and get in your mouth. So, but in this case, I just drop it there. And what I'm going to do is, I'll just pause this one here. What the heck? Okay, so I think accidentally I stopped the first video, but I will join them together. So what I'll do here, I'll grab some of this herb and put them here in the water. Again, a little bit. Again, I don't say you have to, but I just get benefit from the other herbs as well. So I put them there, and I put them in the bottom just to hold the mate, right? So, and then I added a couple of spoons here. And this one. So yeah, for now I think that's good enough. So that's basically how you do it. In some cases, if you pour a little bit cold water on or warm water on top of it, leave it for a couple minutes, will soak. So the most important thing, so now we have this mix. Again, it is, you can drink it by itself. The most benefit you get, of course, not to drink it without sugar, right? So, and they recommend to drink it with empty stomach because they actually make you feel full. So that's why some people claim that it will help in losing weight, just because it makes you feel full if you drink it on empty stomach. So that's basically what you basically do. You can choose other herb. Again, I added already some of the Japanese to actually the mix here and mixed it, so I didn't add it here. So now the most important thing is the water temperature. The water temperature is very important. Now, so with that one, then the best way is to heat up the on stove, right? So you have pot like this. Normally what I do, I just throw a piece of lemon there, and you can either start the stove, right, and then wait. So and then you basically cover this one, and then you wait until you hear start. You don't want to boil, because if you boil it, it's going to spoil your mate, because it will just how they call it, just settle in the bottom and you don't enjoy it. So the best way is, the longer you keep the mate is in water, floating and with little bit foam, that indicates that it's actually your temperature, your water temperature is good. So in case if you want to speed up the in hurry or whatever, speed up the temperature or the water, so you can use this. I used it already, but again, it's critical not to let it. You see, when you hear like this, that's indication you stop it. So that's when you stop it, and then you add it to the pot here. So you add it to the pot here, right? Okay, now, so that's basically, if you cover it, so this is now because it's the pot was cold. So, but if you leave it on a stove, you can, by touching it here, you can feel when you cannot keep your fingers that long, it means the temperature is right, so you stop. So, but because I added the water, it takes time for the metal temperature to go up, and especially the lid. Okay, so it's very critical to the temperature. As I said, it should not boil, it should not get, just as I just showed you. If you use electrical kettle, it's the moment you hear that, that's basically the right temperature. So now I've just instead of waiting, I think the temperature should be good, so I'll just carry this one. Okay, and then we come here. It's the other trick with this one is actually the way you pour the water. It's very critical. You pour it very slowly, gently, slowly, so you don't spoil. And that's how you basically should be doing for each cup or glass, right? So that's basically, this is this. So now you will see, if I leave it a little bit, it will get darker. So the longer you leave it, especially the first 2 or 3 cups, the longer you leave it, the stronger the taste and the darker the color will be. So but again, it's temperature. Now I can feel that the temperature, the metal temperature is actually getting up, increasing. So, and that's basically all you do now. You take your cup and you drink, and you will see, because it's the straw has like kind of filter, right? So you will not get that small dust coming through that. And with this water, if you soak it, it will actually drop to the bottom. As you can see, it's dropping to the bottom, and then you can just lift that one up if you want when you drink the first couple cups. And so this is basically how you prepare mate. Again, you hear some stories about drinking mate may cause cancer, throat cancer or something like that. I think when you listen carefully to the reason, they say because you're drinking too hot water. But if the water temperature is right, it should, in my opinion, at least that reason. I'm not a doctor, but then you will not have, you should not have issue. So you don't want it to be cold or too hot. So you need it to be warm, where you can basically, at your taste. Some people like it a little bit warmer, but for mate it's critical. So as long as you drink this one, and then add basically, when you drink it, you add again, pour water again, gently, and then you drink second and third. You keep drinking until all this stuff here, it will settle in the bottom. So when it settles in the bottom, it tells you that's done. So you have to change it, replenish your mate if you want to continue with your drinking, or you can just stop and then later that should be enough, but it depends. As I said, the water temperature is the most important factor in this. If you boil it, I think it will settle, and I don't know the right word to describe it, but it will actually impact it, so it will not float, it will just settle from the first cup. Okay, so this is how again to get the health out of the mate, like same like anything else, don't drink it with sugar. So drink it with, mix it with some healthy herbs like the ones I described here, but you may have your own. You think it's healthy, then go ahead and do it. So that's basically how you prepare and drink mate. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have more questions, just write your comments below, and then I will answer it. I've been, as I said, drinking mate for years, so I know. You know, I'm not saying specialist, but I know a lot about it. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, and hope to see you in another video.